Well, I lived on Jennifer Street from about 72 through 1980, so I was literally on Willy Street. I had graduated from Southern Cal with a degree in architecture, and I was interested in learning carpentry and construction. I joined Bill Winfield, who had a workshop on Baldwin Street in the old Gisholt building. There was quite a wonderful scene over there. It was cheap rent, lots of space, a generally sort of bohemian atmosphere. We had a bunch of woodworkers. There was a recording studio. The original Smart Studio was over there with egg crates for acoustical treatment, or egg cartons. There were a couple of people that were true artists that were pursuing painting or wood carving and that sort of thing. There were people that were bootlegging their residential situation there, taking a shower in big industrial sinks. In a sense, we all communicated with one another, and whenever anybody needed something that I or similar people could provide, we provided it. For example, Howie Monath was making a movie. It was a movie about a UFO landing, and he needed a UFO, a large one. So I had experimented with inflatable structures, and I made this large inflated UFO, like 12 or 16 feet in diameter. We used it in Howie's movie. There were props for plays, platforms for bands to play on, for parties, picture frames for artists, all different things like that. And those were the kind of things that, in addition to trying to make money to buy food and pay the rent, we made stuff. I was quite involved in those kind of things. I also made things for Wart in the original Winnebago Street address. Pretty much serviced our friends who were doing, more pure artistic events. I also got a grant. The first year they had art grants in the city of Madison. I had experimented with inflatable structures, and I got an art grant to do an inflatable. We put up I think it was 90 feet long and 30 feet high, maybe 20 feet wide, large inflated structure over on the grounds of the old art museum. We held various events in there. We had poetry readings, and Pete and Lou Berryman played, even though we were forbidden by the fire department to let anybody enter it. Half the fun was being inside, so we had several spontaneous events in there, unpublicized, but the word got out. But that's the way it was. You just did stuff, and there was a lot of energy in the air that you could always find something to plug in and contribute your own talents and experience and facility towards.